Hey guys, Pogosick29 here. Welcome to episode number 41 of my Bukkit plugin coding tutorial series. In this episode, I am going to teach you guys how to use the DisguiseCraft API to disguise players as different entities, different mobs. I did get a request to do this, and I'm getting around to doing it right now. Before we begin, I have two things that I want to say, actually three. The first is I've passed the 400 subscriber mark, so thank you guys for all the support. It really means a lot when I look and, if I see I get one more subscriber, it makes me really happy because I can see that that's one more person that likes my videos and that is helped by my videos and that wants to see more. So, as always, subscribe if you want to see more. The second thing I want to say is a very quick update about MC DevNet. I have a small team of people working on it. The HTML is pretty far along, maybe around 30 to 40% done, and I have a small team of PHP developers who will begin working on the PHP aspect. The website will be completely custom coded. We're not using IP board or Zenforo or anything like that. We're getting it custom coded. It's going to be really, really nice, and the website's going to look nice, and it's going to be nice. The third thing, yesterday I believe, someone showed me this IDE called IntelliJ IDEA. Basically, it's an IDE, or Integrated Development Environment. It does pretty much the same thing as Java, but, someone showed it to me, they said that they really liked it, so I figured I would give it a try. So I downloaded IntelliJ IDEA, and I started up, and I imported one of my projects I was working on, and I did all the coding, and I did the rest of the coding in IntelliJ, and I have to say, IntelliJ is really nice, and I definitely prefer it over Eclipse. For myself personally, I'm going to be switching to IntelliJ instead of Eclipse. I just think it's a lot nicer. So if you guys are interested, you can head over to jetbrains.com/idea, link in the description. Click on download IntelliJ, and go ahead and download the community edition. There is a paid version, but there really isn't any difference between the two of them. So you can, go ahead and get the free community edition copy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this video using IntelliJ IDEA just to show you guys what it's like, and to show how to make a new project and do all the different things with it, because there is a bit of a learning curve. Then in the comments, please leave a comment saying whether you want me to continue using Eclipse for the future videos, or if you want me to switch to IntelliJ. I will personally be switching to IntelliJ, but if you guys would prefer that I make the videos in Eclipse, if that's what more of you use, or IntelliJ is weird for you guys, whatever, just leave me a comment, and, if I get enough comments, I'll pick which one I'm going to use. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is get a copy of DisguiseCraft from dev.bukkit.org/bukkit-plugin/DisguiseCraft, link in the description. The plugin, it is a regular plugin that you put on the server, but it also has an API. So I've already downloaded a copy of it and placed it in the plugins folder of the server. So let's go ahead and fire up IntelliJ, and go ahead and open that. And there's our nice splash screen. And then you'll see right here is the welcome screen with some stuff I've been working on. By the way, I might as well mention Pastebin API is something I've been working on. I might as well just show you guys for a second. Basically, Pastebin API is an API that allows you to connect Pastebin, that allows you to connect Java to Pastebin, and you can, you can easily write some code. I have a whole example class. It's very easy to create pastes and get pastes from users. So if you guys are ever interested in interfacing Pastebin with Java to upload errors, or whatever you want to do, just check it out. It's pretty cool. Put some good time into it. So let's go ahead and create a new project. You're going to select Java module, and then you're going to want to find your workspace. So in my Bukkit plugin coding tutorials, here's my workspace with Eclipse. I made a new folder called Projects for IntelliJ to just keep them separately, and I'm going to go ahead and make a new folder called Disguiser. Let me just tell you guys, I'm going to type disguise a lot in this video, and I'm going to forget the S because I keep forgetting the S. So if I do, I will just fix it, but I will make some typos. So once you have your project done, go ahead and hit next and then hit finish, and you will get opened up into the awesome IntelliJ window. You can ignore the tip of the day, which is pretty cool. You can just disable it if you want. And now we have our project. So let's go ahead over and make a new Java class. We need to first make our package me.holistic29.disguiser. Now we need to make our new class DisguiseCraft. Alright. Now we need to add DisguiseCraft and Bukkit to our build path. So in order to do that, you're going to go to File, Project Structure, then you're going to click on Libraries, click on Add, and then click Java. And then you're going to go through your file structure, and we want to go to our testing server, and we want to add Craft Bukkit and say OK. And we also need to add from the testing server plugins, we need to add DisguiseCraft, so hit OK. Then hit Apply once you have selected both of the libraries, and hit OK. So now we're going to go ahead and make our class extends Java plugin. And as you can see, it's very helpful because as I'm typing like a class name or whatever, it will automatically fill out some information. So this will be a command that will allow you to change your disguise. So you can go ahead and write. If I start typing this, it will show me a list of all of the methods and where they come from. Like all these methods come from the Java plugin. And if I just go ahead and enter, then it will automatically create this method for me, which is really, really nice. It's a lot simpler than Eclipse. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is if sender instance of player. And the very nice thing about this is that it will, as you start typing things, it will suggest what you're probably typing. Like Eclipse will do it for methods, but this will also do it for fields and stuff. Like if I start typing sender.send message, it's just very nice. It really is nice. So first we want to send them a message, check color.red, and we want to say you cannot disguise yourself, and then we want to go ahead and return. So then we're going to say player P equals player sender. And alright, so now we're going to want to say if command dot get name dot equals ignore case disguiser. So so what we're gonna do is they need to have a an argument. They first need to have an argument. So let's go ahead and say if args dot length equals 0, p dot send message check color dot red plus please specify an entity type, return true. Oh, sorry. So, next thing that we're going to do So if they do specify an argument, the DisguiseCraft API has a static method. So we can go and write DisguiseCraft API equals DisguiseCraft dot get API, and this will return an instance of the DisguiseCraft API. So now what we're going to want to do is, so we have an instance of the API for DisguiseCraft. Now we need to figure out what they want to do. So if you go ahead and look, there is a disguise type enumerator, which contains all of the different disguises. So what we need to do is we need to figure out which disguise they want. Now the problem with this is that normally enumerators have everything in all caps, but this has the first letter capitalized. So we're just going to need to write a very small method, a private disguise type get disguise type, and it'll be a the string is the argument. So also, if you don't have disguise, if you don't have something imported, just hold Option and hit Enter, and it will import what it's showing you, which is a little bit different than how Eclipse works. Alright, so what we're going to want to do is for disguise type disguise type dot values, and see, it automatically told me that string t equals type dot toString dot to uppercase, and we'll say if t dot we'll say if arg dot to uppercase dot equals ignore case t, return type, and then otherwise return null. So what we're doing is we're iterating through all of the different possible disguise types. Then we're taking the type and we're getting it represented as a string, and we're putting it in uppercase. Then we're matching it to the argument in uppercase. Because if the player types like bat in lowercase, but the enumerator has bat with the capital B, then it will not work. So that's why we need this little method. So we can go ahead and now write under, actually probably before the API, we can say disguise type equals get disguise type args 0, and we can say if type equals null. So if the type, like if they tried to specify something that wasn't a valid type, then we want to do p.sendMessage checkColor.red you specified an invalid disguise type, and then we need to return. We can now go ahead and, so now we have our API, and we can go ahead and say API.disguisePlayer, and you need to write new disguise, and the disguise class, if you hold command and click on it, it will show you all of the different possible constructors. So I believe that what we want to do is, let's see. I believe what we want to do is we want to say type.id, type. I'm pretty sure that that's how it'll work. And it's not player, it's p. And we can also do p.sendMessage checkColor.green. You have been disguised as a or an type.toString.toLowercase. Alright, and then we just need to add our return true. That should be good, I hope. Well, of course we'll test it. Now we need to make our plugin.yml. So go ahead and right-click on SRC, do File, and type plugin.yml. And that should come up right there. So we're going to go ahead and type our name is Disguiser. The main, the version is 1.0. The main is me.progressive29.disguiser.disguiser. And I'm not sure if I've put this in previous plugin.ymls, but you can, specify the author, and then the description is disguise yourself. Then we need to go ahead and register the command disguise. Usage is /command. Description is disguise yourself. You'd probably also want, and it's disguiser. You probably also want to put a permission check in there. But so now to export, it's a little bit more complex than Eclipse, but I figured it out. You go to File, Project Structure, Artifacts. You hit plus, jar, from modules with dependencies. Pick Disguiser, and everything else is okay, so hit OK. And you'll see right here, it'll say Disguiser. You'll have the name, the type. So when you go to export it, you want to go to testing server and then plugins and hit choose. And you also want to click build on make. And that all looks good. Go ahead and hit apply. One thing that I do want to see. It's quite odd. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit OK. And now if you click on this little button with the zeros and the ones and the arrow, you click Make Project, and you'll see it'll say Make, Building, whatever. And done. So if we go ahead to our desktop, testing server, plugins, you will see that our disguiser went there. Now, one thing to note, this is 15.4 megabytes because IntelliJ is putting the, it's zipping the jars in. So like Bukkit and DisguiseCraft are getting extracted into the plugin, and we don't want that. I'm not completely sure. Oh, here, I believe, just right click on it and click remove, then hit apply and hit make. So you just want to remove all of that stuff, and now it's only 2 kilobytes, so that's good. We already have DisguiseCraft installed, so let's go ahead and start that up. Alright, video is good. And let's see, we have a problem. Invalid plugin.yml. It was not in the, plugin.yml was not in the source folder, so reload that. And no errors. Let's go ahead and launch Minecraft. Now, this is another one of those videos that I'm not sure if I can prove to you that it works. I may be able to. I actually might be able to. Let me try something. Alright. So, alright. So let's go ahead and type /d. It looks like DisguiseCraft does have its own command. So we made our own, which this is an example. It's not, you wouldn't make a command to disguise, but you can use this for other things. Alright, so let me figure out which one of these, there we go. Alright, so I'm not sure if this will work, but if I go ahead and type /disguiser pig, it says I've been disguised as a pig. Now, it does not show that I've been disguised as a pig, but I'm pretty sure that that is because it would appear that way to other people. So, if for whatever reason this doesn't work, which I'm pretty sure it will, you can feel free to leave a comment, and I will fix the video, putting in the fix. So, that is all for this video. You guys learned how to use the DisguiseCraft API. You can also check out other methods in the API, like, if you go in, there's disguise player. You can change the player's disguise. You can get all the disguise players. You can get the disguise of a player. You can get the online disguise players. Check if a player is disguised. Undisguised play. Oh, you know what? I just noticed something. I think what we actually want to do is we want to call API.newEntityID, because before I was giving it some other ID. So maybe this will work. Alright, maybe it's not going to show up. Alright, so it's not going to show up, but that should work. You want to use new entity ID. So that is all for this video. You can check out other methods in the DisguiseCraft API class. If the code didn't work for whatever reason, you can let me know, but I'm sure it did. So subscribe if you want to see more. Comment what you want to learn. Be sure to check out IntelliJ. Leave a comment if you think I should use it or if I should use Eclipse for the videos. Check out Pastepen API. Get excited for MC DevNet. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.